Hello, Leos. Welcome, welcome. Whew. I just got done doing the full moon reading. If you weren't there and watching, welcome. Definitely want to look at that full moon reading. The energies are crazy. The energies are really, really crazy through the last of the month. I'm not going to go into them, but if you go back and watch that, I'm going to put the link below when I put this up. I definitely will do that so that it's easier for you. So hopefully you'll watch that. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you even watch this for a few minutes and you say, hey, this is pretty interesting. Hey, okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back. Or, hey, I really want to watch this again. Please hit the like button especially. But I would love when you hit the subscribe button as well, of course. So thank you for doing that if you do that. So let's get going. So I got a new deck, guys. I love it. I'm so excited to go into it more. I haven't been able to read into it more. It's very hard for me to pick decks because they have to be of love and light, and I have to hold them, and I have to ask Divine, is this something that we should do or buy? I didn't do that with 2 decks, and they're up for sale. So if you need a couple of decks, but I don't like the energies of these decks. But I had to put them up on eBay. So gotta get the energies out. So anyway, I love this deck. I don't have it quite memorized yet, so I'm going to read the card. I'm just doing the Divine's card, and then I'm going to do the current energy and the future energy with the other deck. Because I just would really like to learn to memorize this a little bit more. All right. So we got Divine's card out. Now people are like, the what? The what card? So a lot of tarot readers do past, present, future, or they do current, past, present, future. I do current and I do future. However, one day Divine said, I want a card, or, he didn't say it in that way. He's like, give me an oracle or something. I can't even remember exactly what he said. And I'm like, really? Seriously? He goes like, where's this coming from? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So definitely, and I will not change that because this is divine driven and divine guided. So this is his card to you. This is the message card to you. If you've been asking questions, if you've been struggling about something, challenged about something, that kind of a thing. All right. So current energy card is out and our future card is definitely out. All right. So let's get going. Yeah, Leos. Man, you guys are really involved in the moon reading with the planets. Let me tell you, that Leo energy is really there. It's a good energy, by the way. So the Divine's card. See, I got to study this for just a second. Ha ha ha. Very, very nice. Beautiful. So this card for Divine is body and soul, and it is the number of 5. Okay. Body and soul. Okay. That's really huge because that spirit. For some of you that don't know or brand new to all this kind of stuff, is your soul is your character. Your soul is who you are designed to be. That is your character inside of you. Your body is the vehicle of that character, pretty much. Okay. So this is the number 5. We're going to read what the artist has said. Again, this is the Oracle of the 7 energies. Love it. I'm just the energies. I just want to hold the deck all the time because it's very light, very, very light energies. So extreme self-care is called for you when you receive this card. Answer truthfully. Are you taking care of yourself? The first choice may be to care for others before meeting your own needs. Boy, I have been there before too long. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing HALT, H-A-L-T, which stands for hunger, anger, loneliness, or tiredness? This card is a signal that it's time to take a break from your current focus and get busy taking care of you, because you are worthy of this care. So what simple things require your attention so that you can function optimally in the world and live to the best life a day at a time. Another message this card holds is about how you live with authenticity. Okay? Can you be at ease within yourself? You doing you? That's sort of meaning, can you go do things alone? Are you enjoyable? Do you enjoy your alone time? Can you go to the movie by yourself? Can you go drink a coffee by yourself? Can you go out to eat by yourself? Big. This will tell you that you have self-love if you can do things alone by yourself and be at ease with it. Okay. Society tells us we have to be with somebody to go do something. No, we don't. Okay. So, can you be at ease within yourself by you doing you with pride and self-worth? Remember, you are a soul that manifests through the body, a spirit being having a human experience, and that means you are here on a purpose, even if there are days when you wonder about that. We all do that, okay? This is an intention. This is an intentionality to your being here now, just the way that you are. In this time, in our collective story, you being here is important for you, a precious being with a purpose, even if it seems elusive some days. So we all have a purpose, or we wouldn't be breathing. We wouldn't be breathing. And the thing is, we get broken in our self-purpose and we start taking care of other people. I used to be a very big humanitarian, putting myself and my family, my daughter mainly, after somebody else who I don't even know and who could crap on me and not even care. It happened. It happened. And I spent thousands of dollars on that person, and because they were in, long story short, they didn't care. And so I put my self needs and my child's needs above and beyond that. Even if you're living with your child, I'm not saying that some of you, but maybe you know somebody this way, so that you're living with your child and somebody needs a place to lay their head for a while. Maybe they lost their home. Maybe they're in a fire, they lost their home, or maybe they just made some poor choices and now they're jumping from couch to couch to couch. You have to realize what happened sort of in my space. I said, yeah, sure, I can help you out. So I let them borrow my daughter's room while my daughter stayed with me. And what we're teaching our children when we do that is we're putting that other person first before our child's needs. Never should happen. Say, sorry, I don't have an extra room. If I have a sofa, which I didn't, you could have stayed on that for a bit, but we don't remove somebody close to us in order to help somebody that we don't even know or like. We do have a kindness that we do, but there's a boundary there. There's a boundary, okay? But this body and soul is, you've got to be taking care of yourself first. And if I could have a coaching session with somebody that doesn't, I would love to share, because boy, I've got experience after experience, and then also education after education on that. Got to take care of yourself first. And body is not going to last. You've got to take care of your body. Really got to take care of your body. And I'll tell you, I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys, and I used to bodybuild. I used to be active. I used to go. But, there's things I did to my body I shouldn't have done. And I don't regret it, but I will teach other people not to do it. Like steroids, anabolics, anything like that in that nature, anything to do for muscle growth, that kind of stuff. It will shorten your life, or it will cause you complications later in life. Anyway. Your current energy, Leos, is the High Priestess. It is the number 2. This is discernment, prophecy, vision. This is where you have to see the vision in yourself. Okay? This is where you have to see that vision like, okay, I can actually go. I learned very young. I did everything by myself. But also I lived in Japan for years, where they're not afraid to go. They go travel on vacations by themselves. They do all kinds of things by themselves. Even though the country is loaded with millions of people, sometimes they just want to go and do something. They go and do something. It doesn't mean that you have to have somebody with you. Yes, it is more enjoyable, of course. However, this tells you how healed you are and how confident you are and how you can walk in your own skin of who you are to be able to go do these things alone. Not a big deal. Well, it is to some. I shouldn't say that, because it is to some, because some people really have a hard time learning to love themselves. Future energy is the bard. It is about telling your story. It's music, poetry, myth, history, your history maybe, and the enchantment of storytelling. Thank you. So when I said the word history, Divine said keeping somebody's history alive. What that means is, and it's the number 7, this is about potential and ambition for your future, but this is for somebody, I don't know who this is watching, but when my brother was murdered, you know, people were like, didn't want to talk about it too much. They just want to know what happened. But over the years, I will talk about him because we keep their history alive. We talk about our parents. We talk about our ancestry. We talk about our legacy. We also talk about that. So we want to keep our past loved ones alive because they still are alive. They're just in a different form. They're in energy form. And we can't see that because it dissipates. So when you see somebody pass on, you may see a light mist or light energy dissipate. It's because we're like a sparkler. You put a sparkler and you light a sparkler and it sparkles all over the place. That is energy. They can be anywhere at any place and many places at one time. Sort of interesting, isn't it? Anyway, so definitely keep your loved ones' stories alive. It's like talking about grandma's story about, oh yeah, you remember? That's keeping them alive. All right. So this is also too about your story. Okay. Your storytelling. Every single person on this earth has a story to tell. Everybody's got a good story. Everybody's got a scary story. Everybody's got happy stories. Everybody's got all kinds of journey stories to share. What is yours? All right. But we've got the number 5, which is sort of something new, a new energy. This is going to be a new energy for somebody to be able to actually take care of their body and soul first. I'm going to say take care of your mind as well, because your mind, this is how your vehicle works, okay? Your vehicle works. This is where we get messed up. This is where we get really messed up. So your vehicle works by spirit first. So the energies come into us and they are known within us. That's called our intuition, our gut feeling, our hunches, those kind of things. That is our spirit speaking to our soul. So that's why we know when something is good or not good. And we don't even have to be taught that, or what is danger, what is not danger. You look at the animal kingdom and they have flight or fight right there. Why do they know that? Why do they know what to go after to eat? Why do they know? They're not really educated in it. It's just in them. That is our spirit. That is our intuition. That is what guides us. So our spirit speaks to our brain, which is our earth self, our human self. And our brains tells our body what to say, what to do, how to react, how to act, blah, 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 blah. Here's where we get off. Oops. Here's where we get off. We got body and soul. You notice it doesn't say mind first. It says soul, because that's where your spirit lies. Soul is number 1, where we start from. If we start from here, from earth first, we're messing things up. So if we start here and start thinking, oh, I should ask so-and-so if I should go out with this guy. Start here. I should ask Divine if I should go out with this person. And if you get a really good high hunch, yes, or a high light, yes, okay. And if not, there's a little, no, then you don't. It's backwards. Majority of the people have it backwards. They think from earth first, human side, to spirit, and then what comes out? Road rage, anger, saying things they shouldn't have said, things that negative, low vibrational energies. That's when we get all messed up. If we started with spirit to brain to mouth, or actions and how we do things, then we would actually be more in light. Okay. That is self-care. Starting from spirit first. Okay. And you start out with actually the Ace of Pentacles. This will help your future in your career. Get that? Again, this is your discernment. This is your vision. This is what is your vision? What is your goal for your career? What is your vision and goal for your life? What is your vision and goal for success? This could be success in money, but it doesn't have to be. It could be success in a healthy family, having a healthy body, success in travel, success in whatever. What is your vision? This is the High Priestess. Number 2, bringing something together, something new and bringing something together. That's the current energies. And how do we do that? By looking at our history, by looking at our base foundation, how we start, how we think. And we also look at where we're at with our integrity, our morals, and everything that we do, and we tell our story. Why do you think I sit here and Divine says, you know, I talk about my old self, my destructive self, my lying, manipulative, and, you know, just not a really good person. I mean, I looked good and I acted nice, but inside this low vibrational, and some people would say demons or whatever, would be stirring around, and then it would come out in my actions because I started here first. But my new self is about spiritual. Well, it's been new for a while, but my spiritual self. And even though I had Divine there, my shadow person was overweighing my light person. But as crap hit the bottom of the barrel, literally, it really hit the bottom of the barrel. The thing is that it changed my life to turn it around. And then that light vibration starts from here. Every decision I make starts from here. So definitely, it's where you start it from. That is your vision. And where do you want to take it? Where do you want to go? What is your story? Where is your journey? Where is your purpose? Where is your calling? Okay. But you got to take care of yourself first. Got to be all about you first. Then it's sort of like, thank you. It's like in the airplanes when they tell you, in case of an emergency and the mask drops, take that and put it on you first. Give yourself the oxygen first. Then go to your children or your husband or whatever. It doesn't say go to them first. It's take care of you first. Because at the end of the day, we come into this world alone, we leave this world alone. And we have to be accountable for everything that we do. If you don't believe me, watch some near-death experiences from people. And I don't think there is one that doesn't say that they were shown their whole life of how they treated other people and themselves. All right, so let's get going here because we're going on. Wow, 17 minutes. Holy Toledo. Look at these beautiful things you've got coming towards you, Leos. Woo, you. Remember, though, if you watch the full moon, it's probably going to come first part of August because the energies are really sort of muddled at the end of the month. They're sort of muddled. So Divine, you know, is saying that if you take care of yourself, you've got 2 ways to go. Welcome, welcome. You've got 2 ways to go. You have the opportunity to have things grow and succeed, or you can actually acknowledge that maybe things are not going to turn out the way that you hoped, and might have to be lessons of pain and hurt, and that kind of a thing. I'll tell you that that's really 100% true. Because it wasn't until I hit my rock bottom and I was sick and tired of being hurt, making poor choices, doing all that kind of stuff. And it really not only hurt me, but it hurt the people around me. Because a lot of the times, thank you, a lot of the times, you know, we don't realize the choices that we make, the decisions that we make. They think, well, you know, it's my choice, it's my decision. But we do not see the whole picture because there is a ripple effect of who it affects and who we are around. So you really got to pay attention to what you're doing. Because so if you don't take care of your body and say you're a smoker, I mean, I don't know how you guys are young, but hopefully not a lot of smokers, vapors kind of a thing, is that you're like, it's my body, I can do whatever I want with it. But what you don't realize when you get sick, somebody's got to take care of you. Somebody's got to be around you. Somebody's got to help you. If you, broke a leg and you're in a cast, you can't drive, those kind of things. See, we don't think about the ripple effect because we're so into ourselves, in the thought process, the human side. We're not into the spirit side. Definitely. We have the world at our feet. We have something that can actually come to a full circle. I've had so many full circles in these last few years. I love it. I'm able to close some doors because it's full circles. It's, it's an infinity kind of a circle, but it is also too, there is the world coming toward your feet. So this is going to be a really interesting journey for you in the next few weeks, guys, because there's going to be a lot of opening doors, and it's going to be interesting to see if you go through it, because you've got the Hermit here to analyze it. Again, this is that full moon energy, the planets at the end of the month energy that is saying, really got it, that Virgo energy to put your hand out, take an arm's length and say, let me think about this. Let me look into my spirit and see what my spirit is telling me, what divine is telling me to do. You've got to look into the discernment, the intuition, if I should go that way or if I should do that. But then you're going to have an internal fight because you have the King of Cups. You'll have an internal fight. The only reason why you'll have an internal fight is that you're going to be fighting yourself. You want something, but in all reality, is it something that you need? Okay. But you're calm about it. And I really think you're going to make the right decision. I really, really do. Because again, this is about your journey. Now, people say, well, yeah, but you know, what happened to me was something that was really low vibrational. It didn't turn out the way that I expected, or, he broke up with me. She broke up with me. Good. Well, that's part of your journey and that's part of your story. There is a lesson in that breakup or that relationship that you take with you. You learn that lesson. And if you don't, then you're going to repeat that same kind of guy or girl again and again and again and again until you actually listen to your discernment, which is this is taking care of you. This is divine saying, hey, I gave you this in you, this telephone to talk to me, and you don't talk to me, and they're not good for you. But if you would have asked me, I would have told you no, but then you would have went on to something else that was supposed to be. Okay. This is a lot of communication coming up, but look at this last card, the Four of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is about this is your challenge card, though, guys. This is your challenge card. The Four of Wands, and you're like, well, why is that a challenge? Is it a challenge for me to get married? Is it a challenge for me that I'm going to find a mate? Is it a challenge that I'm going to find a romantic mate? Yeah, it might be because of your thought process and where you're really listening. So the thing is to listen from your heart, listen from your spirit first, ask divine, because this is about your future story. This is definitely about your future story. You can have this. Here, I'll be Vanna White. You can have this. But you can have this, and the reason why you can have it is it's just all a mind process. It's really a mind process. So you can save yourself a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of lessons. Or I should say, thank you. They're saying no, fewer. Because we all will have pain. We all will have hurt. We will all have some type of disappointment. We will all have that. However, living in spirit, you will have less. I'll guarantee it. I've been there. I've been in the world. I've been in this. So definitely, you will have less. Definitely. Good. I'm glad. Oh, good. See? And hopefully that was in a place where that you were happily married, where you made that decision by spirit and by intuition. But maybe you've dated before getting married, and also too weighed the pros and cons. Should I not? Should I not? Kind of a thing, right? And I'm glad you're happily married. Congratulations. I like that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. And let me tell you, this is really a good thing. This is a good reading, Leos. The reason why is because this is an awakening reading. Yeah. Good. Thank you for sharing that, because maybe somebody else is going through that as well. And I do leave the replays up because maybe somebody just needs that lifting word that, yes, you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to spirit, because he's there to help us in a good way, not a bad way. If there is, oh, great, we got the devil's son. I'll tell you right now, if you are going to troll or put anything negative, you will get removed. You will get removed and you will never be able to come back. So it's all a positive, or you need to leave. Okay? So the thing is that we do have to look at our energies as far as taking care of our energies ourselves. As an empath, I cannot take care of everybody else's energies, or I can't take care of everybody else before I take care of mine. I have to secure a bubble pretty much, or I absorb everybody else's energies. So if I were to leave that bubble out, I'd absorb everybody else's energies, and then I would be drained. Same with spirit. If you absorb the spirit first and everything first, you are full of energy. But if you absorb things of the earth first, then you are actually become more drained and confused, and you don't know which way to go, and you're staying bound, definitely bound to the devil. And the devil is keeping you bound to destructive or what do you call that? Low vibrational stuff. Okay, low vibrational stuff, and that will keep you bound to ways of the earth and not bound ways of things of spiritual. And spiritual being high vibration, high energies, uplifting, being constructive, and this is destructive. All right. So definitely, if somebody's staying and being bound to this earth process. Hey, Star! Welcome. So somebody is definitely bound to the earth process, the human thinking. They go to the human side of everything, the world side, to look at things before they go to the spiritual side, and that's where they're being bound and messed up. If you're going to think more of the world side rather than listening to what divine has got inside you, your spirit. This is a Holy Spirit. This is not a demonic spirit. This is not an evil spirit. This is not whatever you want to call it. Your spirit is a Holy Spirit, okay? And so if you go earthly, this is the playground of the low vibrations, okay? This is the playground of everything that is destructive, and we have to fight the constructive. So we as a vehicle and a spiritual being have to fight to keep things constructive. All right. This is where we are bound. So this is why take care of yourself first. This is why listen to your intuition first. This is why tell your story. Tell your ancestor story, your legacy. Tell the stories. And whether you tell it in music or poetry, or you tell it in any other way, this is your journey, how you tell it, however you want to tell it. All right. Let's keep going. Wow, 28 minutes. All right. I don't know if you guys got to watch the full moon reading. I haven't put it on there yet, but I asked what kind of full moon it was. It was a full moon in Aquarius. If you guys watched the full moon reading, I think, did I tell what it was? Yeah, I told towards the end. Do you know what kind of full moon reading or what kind of full moon it was? I'm curious. I'll put it up on the thumbnail later, but anyway, good full moon reading. It is definitely something that you want to watch. The energies are all over the place because so many planets are changing signs towards the end of the month. Powerful. That's more powerful than actually the full moon. Really, in reality, the full moon is really powerful, but because we are going to have another full moon in Aquarius next month. But these energies of these trines and sextiles and conjunctions and squares, there's half square of, gosh, was that Saturn and Mercury? Crazy. Yeah. All right, let's get going. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. Roller coaster. That's all I can think. Okay, this is a roller coaster. So again, we're back to that energy, the end of the month, the 26th through the 31st, first, you know, that energy that I'm talking about, the planets here, that Dr. Doolittle animal that's got the llama going this way and the llama going this way, and they're hooked together and they're pulling each other away. This is what's going on with you guys. Somebody doesn't want to take care of their body. They just want to do what they want to do and stay happy. Again, we got the devil card fighting the things that we want to grow and desire, but we're being pulled back because we've got now the world in reverse. What is going on with you Leos? Come on now. And then we got not only that in reverse, we got somebody playing games. Being a little bit lying, deceiving. They won't ever figure it out. Nobody's watching. I can do that. I can say that. Nobody's watching. Then we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. This is what's going to keep you bound. This is somebody's thought process that does not want to leave that low vibrational. Low vibration. Okay. Low vibration. Doesn't want to leave that. And here's what they don't want to leave. They don't want to transform their mindset. So they like where they are in the toxicity and the comfort of just the way that humans think. I don't want to, thank you. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to create conflict. I don't like conflict. Well, that's not standing up for yourself. If somebody treats you as a doormat, you're going to let them treat you as a doormat the rest of your life? No, just say, excuse me, but that's not acceptable to me. I don't appreciate that. It makes me feel very, well, feelings are come and go like a fart in the wind, but I'm sorry, but I don't accept that. I deserve more. This is taking care of your mind and your body then. When you're standing up for things that are lower integrity, and you're standing up, I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm just not one to cuss. I've gone out with guys that have sailor mouths. It's like, I don't cuss. And they will apologize, and their cussing will gradually diminish because they respect you enough to stop something that is, you feel low vibrational, and they stop it because they care enough and respect you enough. And before you know it, this person actually becomes a little bit more spiritual rather than earthly. So you're setting the example, you're setting the story for the next person. I don't know who this is for, but you may be the only light that person sees that day. So be the light. If you want to use God, you may be the only person that you show God to that day in kindness and love, compassion, all that kind of stuff. All right. So you need to be that. And then that will rub off on somebody else. That's what we're here for. We're not here for ourselves. We're here for other people. All right. All right. This is taking care of yourself also, because then you're keeping your morals, your values, your integrity high. And you're making somebody come up, not you go down. So pay attention to your intuition and really take care of your spirit first, your soul. Then go to your mind, then go to your body. You'll be really shocked at how much changed you get. You will be really shocked at how changed you become, living in the spirit rather than living in the earth. Hi, is it Naomi? Oh, we're going to actually do love and relationships right now. So hopefully this will help you in your quest for what you were trying to find out. Definitely. Yeah. Star, the full moon was today. But those energies are going to go for another couple of days. It'll be a little bit confusing, not very clear. Things will be sort of crazy. All right. So let's go to love and relationships because, wow, we're at 34. I don't mind going longer, though. I love it when you guys interact. So I appreciate it and I love it. So that's when I do. Whenever you see a reading last 45 minutes or 50 minutes or something like that, you know that there's been conversation. So definitely. All right. I can't step out. I can't shuffle those. All right, we have our card anyway. Haha. Boy, does this go together. Okay, so this is love and relationships. Now, remember, this could be, love has 8 different levels, guys. Yeah, on the 8, any insight? Let me, I haven't gotten anything yet on the Lion's Gate. You know what? I really haven't. But my energies have been a lot in other places. But you know what? I will definitely think about that today. Definitely. Okay, so in the love, as I was going on there, sorry about that. My train of thought got changed and then it got a download. So love and relationships, there are 8 different types of love. So you could be in all different levels of love. And then there's 5 love languages. If you don't know those, there is a video on love. I don't know if it's in Divine Warrior, if it's in Get Balanced 2020. I'm trying to transition some of them over, but Divine's got me doing other videos first. So definitely about love and relationships. So it could be a love of a friend. You could be love of a parent, love of a lover, love of a husband, love of whatever. However, you know, when I do the love readings, of course, we want to sort of look at a relationship or intimacy or that kind of a thing. So the card here, which goes in with this reading, guys, is the eyes of beauty. Now, the eyes of beauty, it's all in the beholder, right? It's in self. What you see is beautiful. So it's positive expectations and clarify. Okay. I got to move this here because I can't see. I want to make sure that you're good. So the eyes of the beauty. So, but the other thing too is we've got the High Lord of gratitude and service, which is selflessness, humility, and conscious action. This is the number 7 and number 2. Now, the number 7 is about any potential that you could have, but the number 2 is to bring that together. So your potential for selflessness and that kind of a thing is happening. But we got to look that love is selfless. It's not selfish. Excuse me. Selfish and humility. We humble ourselves by being selfless. And that's what the number 2 is. That's when you bring things together. That's when you begin to build a bond. Remember when I was telling earlier about sharing something, was it in this sign? Sharing something vulnerable with the masculine, because when masculines are there to fix and to do those kind of things. So to help, you know, whether we ask them to or not, that's where their mind goes. How, you know, this is a problem. How do I fix it? But if we're vulnerable and just share something about ourselves, that brings a bond, because that brings humility. It brings that we both are in this world and fight together, and we bring it to another level of closeness. That number 2, bringing it together. Okay. But it also brings clarity of what the other person. So I want the other person's perspective, because then I get more clear. I get more understanding. It's when I don't know there's perspective and I don't ask, I'm not clear. You know, and the problem with human beings is we expect from our partners, rather than asking and getting the knowledge, then we don't have to expect anything because we understand. So thinking more positive. All right. But this is also about selflessness, and it's about a conscious action. That means you have to think about it. You have to think, okay? Because I'll tell you right now, love is a choice. You can either choose to love that person or not. You can be in love with that person or not. It's a choice. All right. So you can choose that and work with it, or you can choose not to. It's not, oh, we just don't get along anymore. It is just something, ooh, too many cards. It is something that you need to show each other and work with each other in that. All right. Okay. So definitely for you guys, growing together is actually building that bond in more positive. Again, it's knowing each other. It's listening to each other. It's the intuition. But it is also taking care of yourself first. Okay? That is definitely something. Right. I hear somebody come in my house. I need to change my locks. All right, let's see what else we got. Yeah. What did I say in the very, very beginning, guys? If you want love, be the love. If you want compassion, be the compassion. Definitely. So with your partner, definitely bring love into the situation. So again, love is a choice. You can choose to love them. It's work, guys. As you know, Julian, with marriage, it is work, but it is also rewarding because when you understand each other and grow each other, then it's very uplifting because you build that bond even closer. All right. Very beautiful, beautiful reading, but this is definitely a time to bring things together. Definitely. In love and humility. We need to become more humble people rather than more self. It's like when we argue, you sit there and you look at it, well, you made me. That's very destructive. When somebody starts something out with, you made me do this, or if you wouldn't have done that, very destructive. That's a very poor communication. But the thing is, when you're arguing or trying to get a word across, you're saying, I feel blah, blah, blah when you blah, blah, blah. So it's taking ownership and responsibility of your own feelings. And that is taking care of yourself, because then you can share what you really need for yourself. And it also clarifies things. It gets the elephant out of the room, kind of a thing. All right. So it's very beautiful, but definitely humble. Yes, exactly. Yes, it's gardening every day. It's pulling the weeds out. It's making sure there's enough water, there's enough food. I love your analogy. Yes, 100%. It is like taking care of a garden, 100%. And then you've got to feed and water it. And then when you, at the very end, you have beautiful flowers or you have a beautiful garden of vegetables or fruits or whatever it is. Yes, I love that. Love that. Very, very much so. Very much so. But all right. I really, really enjoyed this reading with you guys. Whoo, it's really good. Please watch the full moon if you haven't, because that's going to interplay with what's going on here as well. And I hope that you guys have a really, really good week. Don't forget to smash that like button if you've come on and been here this far, just because YouTube likes the likes for us to show the videos more or whatever they do. And then don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I thank you for subscribing. I appreciate all the support. I love it. Hey, you guys, I forgot to mention, we were a year actually on the 17th. So if you haven't heard it, definitely we have a year. I've been doing this a year now, at least on YouTube. And the whole journey has been shocking. I should do something on that. So you're very welcome. Thank you so much. You guys have a great week, and we will talk to you in a week. Again, another live. So don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care, guys. Thanks for popping in.